Welcome to part 2 of the day. This is my lunch, some cremated sausages that I accidentally burnt yesterday, some double Gloucester chive and herb cheese, some salt and vinegar peanuts, and then in a minute I'll show you what I bought off eBay the other day. It's a nice little tin, isn't it? Much exciting. Right, I'll quickly show you some stuff going out, because I've got to do my parcels at some point today. You know, do some actual work instead of just flouncing around and pretending to do work. Right, I've got a little freshwater pearl necklace and bracelet set, and that went, I sent out an offer of £8 and that got accepted. These Doorland clip-on earrings, I accepted an offer of £8 on those. A little baby Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and people keyring, took an offer of £6 on that. This rather fab 70s medallion, like a cross with a lovely amber colour stone in there. That one I sent an offer of £9 on that. Lovely flat curb, like chain with a little V collar length, just a silver tone necklace. That went for £8.99. A little Art Deco ring. I love this ring, this is super pretty. See, that's really nice. That went for £7.99. Normally if it ends in a 0, that's either I've accepted or sent an offer, and if it ends in 99, that means that's what it was listed at. This took an offer of £25 on. That is Baltic Amber. It's real because, let me show you, it fluoresces green. See, there you go. See, you're learning things watching me, aren't you? Mad. I learned that from Auntie Sue, by the way. This little brooch went for £5.99. Lovely flower there with like green AB stones. This is quite a tarnished brooch, but it's big statement, probably 1960s or 70s. That is going to a clothing designer, high-end clothing designer. I've got their email address. I'm not going to tell you it. That's quite cool. I wonder what they're doing with it. Just some plastic beads. Job lot of like just plastic beads, mainly vintage. That went for £5.99. Good for like kids dress up and stuff. Just over a kilo of jewellery, kilo and a half actually, of jewellery. Some nice bits in there. Took an offer of a tenner on that. And a next dress that I bought for £5 a long time ago. And I took an offer of £23 on that one. It's quite lovely. It's got like a lovely like crane print on it. And it's like a big and tall one, so like probably quite difficult to get plus size and tall clothing together, I should imagine. So I'm going to package these up and just pour a coffee, so I'm going to chill and do that. Sod it, if you're
vlogging me,
yeah, vlogging me, vlogging you.
There is nothing you can do. Vlogging me, vlogging you.
Just watching
Really hard.
Kirsten and Caroline having a little like chat in the afternoon, and they're talking about murdering their husbands, so that's nice. Well, this is a new one for me. I've been talking to a vintage wholesaler, wholesale jewellery seller that I followed on Instagram for a while. Well, they sell like bits and bobs off, and then I contacted them because they mentioned they might do wholesale, and then I was like, ooh, can I buy a load of stuff? And so she sent me a bunch of pictures, and I printed them off and had a look. I'm buying 40 something items off them. So like I printed off and put ticks next to the ones that I thought just looked a bit interesting. There's a coral necklace on that one, and some tiger's eye, and I'm having everything off that one because that looks like a little bit of milk glass, and some nice aurora borealis, and then we've got some deco glass and some 70s modernist, and a bunch of brooches and some bangles, more bangles, and some rings and stuff, because that's what I said I kind of fancied. So I mean, they're not cheap, as in like, you know, bulk load cheap or car boot sale cheap, but it's certainly something that, you know, will keep me going a little bit. I mean, I've got stuff to keep me going. I don't know why I'm buying more stuff. It's the just in case, isn't it? And also it's there and it's helping a business. I mean, I'll tell you, it's £3 an item, and most of those items I'd expect, say, £8 and above, so it's not the hugest margin, but as you know, I'm pretty quick at listing, and it's very small to, you know, to store and stuff, so that's cool for me. Yeah, so hapus iawn, hopefully. I mean, shall update when it arrives and stuff. But yeah, it's all about jewellery today, isn't it? It's all about jewellery. It really is. There's something in the heavens today. Now it's time for the long old trip to the post box. Such a nice day. Lovely blue sky. And this is about as far as we're going today. Oh wow. Okay, hands. I need hands. Stay there a second. Right, that's it all posted. Long old walk back home. See all the lovely plants growing through and making the foundations nice and strong. And there's Margaret lives over there. I'm back home again. I've got to make tea tonight, so I'll show you what we're having in a bit. Doing some pesto chicken. It's going to be lush. Hey, another weird angle time. Sorry. Okay, so I bought this lot off of eBay. So it was advertised as like vintage tin with vintage jewellery and or something like that, and it was on auction. Auction ended in daytime on a weekday, and it went on my maiden bid for a tenner plus postage. So this is what we got. So this is a nice cute little tin anyway. A Scribbens Kempt product, London NW2. It's quite battered, but it's quite nice. And this is what we got. So what's the paper in it for a start? I don't know why. Just what does that say? I don't know. Birkenstock. So they've had some Birkenstock and some tissue. This is the contents. So these are the bits we've got. The bits I'm not very interested in. There's some quite well used, shall we say, clip-on earrings. Little rosebuds there. These will go into a lot. Don't even know what that is. I think someone's tried to make something unsuccessfully, so that'll go into craft lot. I'm showing you the uninteresting bits first. Get off. This not modern. Sorry, not vintage. This is modern, like choker style necklace. It's quite pretty though. But that'll go into a lot for someone else to have fun with. And then this will go into a craft lot, a little bit of velvet with some diamante on. Right. Now onto the bits that I know I can make some money on, especially because I've got all of this for a tenner. Right, so some clip-on earrings. We've got like faux tortoiseshell, which are rather fab. These, ooh, they feel a bit like they're painted polystyrene baubles, but they're very 1950s. And look at the back, they are quite old, them. They're rather fab. Kind of fun. We've got some 80s probably, just plastic ones. These are rather lovely. Okay, B and D, I'll have to look them up. Oh, Buchen Deichmann, Germany. Wow, they're fab. Plastic. Oh, I really like these. No, you can't see very well because of the bloody sunshine up there. But yeah, they're cool. Look at them. Love them. Some more fab, kind of very pop art. Or like Matisse, I don't know. Some kind of artist anyway. What are they made of? I know it's grim going, oh, you're putting dirty things in your mouth. I put loads of dirty things in my mouth. But yeah, I love them. Some little faux pearls. They'll probably go into a lot, but they're cute. Probably 1950s, 40s or 50s. These lovely little green ones. No, not Bakelite. And they need a little bit of a clean, but they're nice screw backs. They're lovely actually. I very much like them. And then a pair of little shells. Again, plastic, really sweet. Some rather kitchen camp fabulousness. This is one of the ones I bought them for. Little plastic flowers, pretty lucite. They're lovely. These are one of the ones that I was like, right, there's my money back right there. Probably Czechoslovakian, like filigree, brass filigree. They're rather lovely. They're super, super pretty. I love them. So that's it for earrings. And then we've got a little broken necklace, but I can fix that. So it's an Art Deco style necklace, but it just needs a jump ring to fix that back to there. So that's easy enough to fix. And one bracelet, which looks like it's got all its stones. It's not signed, but it's very pretty. Like little flowers and leaves and things, all sparkly and nice. And then we've got brooches. So got this little sparkler, little Bobby Dazzler. This dude, and I've sold him before, so he's quite unusual. I think I sold him for about £8. With a little like purple stone, glass stone in the middle. He's got all his stones, so he's cool. Got this enamel one with little sparkly bits, little flower. This 70s modernist, bit of abalone in there. That's quite cool. This little like 1950s blue lucite, well no, that's not lucite, that's something form, I can't remember what it's called now. I can't remember. Anyway, little blue floral thingy, and then another lovely little bit. It's probably 1940s, I should imagine, like tiered. So you'd hope that it would be Juliana, but it's not, because it's not constructed in the same way. But really super lovely, and again with like that green and silvery colours there on the gold tone base. Really lovely condition. And then a bit of feather, some hair, lots of dust and rust, because we're all just rust and stardust. So I'm super happy with this. I bought another few lots off of eBay, but again, look at lots, look at how much the pricing is for, and try and find something in there that you know is going to get you your money back. Yeah. But yeah, really happy with this lot. Nice one, eBay. Oh, and supplemental, as you know, like what I did this morning, these will all go back in there while they acclimatise, and I'll put in some bits of jewellery from somewhere else so that they make some friends and they can all introduce them to the others. It's not weird, okay? Hello, it's cooking with Lex time. So I need plastic chopping board and a big knife. A big knife and spoon. I've got some raw chicken, and we're having fiery pesto chicken today. That was a little hint, by the way. If you can't unscrew it, give it a tap on a work surface. It releases a little bit of pressure, and then you open it. Right, so this is what we're doing. Obviously clean hands. So get a chicken breast, and I'm gonna not quite butterfly it, but just open it up a little bit. There we go. So it looks a bit like a vagina. And then carefully just plonk some of that inside. I kind of need another spoon for the smothering, because I don't want to put that spoon back in there. So putting some inside, and then close it back up, put it on the tray, and then put more on top, like so. Actually, that doesn't make sense, because now I've got everything covered in chicken. Right, let me sort myself out. I'll be back in a bit when I've done all these. Right, chicken is covered in pesto and some grated mozzarella and cheddar cheese, and that's going in the oven until it's cooked. And with that, I'm going to do some spring greens that they sent instead of kale. They're quite boring, but they're alright with a bit of butter and salt on. And then I'm going to do some Cajun trimmed fine beans. So they're going to be fried off with some Cajun spices. I think that's what I'm going to do anyway. I'll show you in a bit what I did.
Hello, Azumi. Oh dear. Yeah. It's a hard life being a kitten, isn't it? You're showing your ginger, Azumi.
So this is it done. So blackened Cajun green beans, as in like really very cooked in butter and Cajun spices. Some greens with butter, and then there's my pesto chicken, slightly crispy. Lush. So I'm gonna chill out with a little bit of Netflix right now while the cats inspect this box.
Shizuma, you like?
Oh, run away. And Azumi's like, oh, whatever. iPad on charge, because I fancy doing a bit of drawing maybe in a bit. We shall see. Yes, resume seated permission. Oh, cat bum. Lovely, Azumi. That's it. You get comfy. Or not. Oh my god. Right, your brow. If you're watching this, this is what I'm going to do tonight. The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt Interactive. Oh, yes. So Kimmy Schmidt was cool. It was all right. It wasn't as good as an interactive as the Black Mirror episode, the Bandersnatch one, but it was still all right. I'm having a little bit of dessert. I've got me some jelly with crushed up raspberries in it, some sugar-free meringues, and some cream and a bit of sugar-free syrup. So sort of like an eaten mess. And while I've been watching Cry Baby, I've been doing a little bit of sketching. So this is, it started off like, oh, I want to do a mermaid doing a backflip, and then I thought about, you know, like the Black Swan poster that's based on like Russian propaganda and stuff. So it's kind of a Russian propaganda mermaid. It's going to be probably for Bianca. I'll probably draw Bianca with her boobs out. And I purposely put in some, you know, some belly rolls and stuff because that's cool. I might show you a bit more in a bit. We shall see. So, just watching something that I recommended to Shelley earlier on today. So this is Thelma Thrift, and she's live right now, just going through like a big jewellery jar, I think. She's already been on, so there you go, 80 minutes, so I'm sure it's probably coming to the end now. But she normally finds something good. Oh, there you go, she just probably found some sterling silver there. But yeah, I like watching these. I kind of fall asleep to some of these. It's quite nice.
Hey, Hoshizuma. I know. You do look confused.
Right, tomorrow I've got to have a listing day, and I really wanted to list some things on Etsy at some point and get my store back up to standard on there. So I've been playing around with like Etsy backgrounds, you know, fancy bit of lace on a mid-century table with an old book. This is an antique German Bible. It's messed to shreds. And then this is that teacup that I was telling you about. There's a little bit of, that was a brooch from Shelley. A little bit of sea glass in there. That's from a beach in Croatia. And then this is the gorgeous, amazing teacup that I was saying about, with, see, like a massive chip taken out of it, unfortunately. This is my black light. Look at that! Isn't that just the most beautiful thing ever? It's just stunning, isn't it? Look. Wow. So freaking cool, isn't it? Oh, I love it. Hello. Well, I hope this kind of works. And you can see this okay. We're playing a little bit of Mozart in the background there. Right, this is just something I sketched earlier, as you may have seen. It started off as a mermaid, and then I thought that I wanted to turn it more into a kind of Russian propaganda kind of pose, so that's why she's got like the really, really long tail and like the hands going back there. So I just kind of want to add maybe a little bit more detail here. So I think I've got the torso sort of right, and the boobies-ish. And I definitely need to work on this arm, because it's kind of bugging me. I'm not quite sure of what angle we're going to go for, so if you were, just make sure I'm on the right things here, yeah. So if your shoulder blade, and then you've got to have a bit of arm fat in there. I'm going to rub out the lines that I don't really need, even though I could use them as muscle tone. So first bit of arm there, and then I want her arms to be quite long. So that would be wrist kind of area there. So there would be like muscle definition in there, but I'm not sure whether to put muscle in. And then if your hands are back down that way, then you'd have your thumb there. And I'm not gonna, long fingers I think. Long. And maybe actually the thumb is turned into the hand. Does that look a bit freakishly weird? Yeah, I don't think we want to really see hand so much, not thumb anyway. So it's more like taking it to a point perhaps. Yeah, maybe more that kind of shape. Yeah, that's a bit more like it. So like that's the inner elbow there. So we've got to do the opposite. So it's basically almost a mirror of that. Now, if her shoulders are going like that, then the length of her arms would be up that way. So I've done this arm way too long already. So we'll kind of rub that out. Because we're basing that on like how far back her shoulders are. So it's coming a little bit more so you can see. So tips of arm, hand would be about there-ish. And we're looking for it to go like that. And I can already tell it's going to be a bugger again. Do you reckon that's about right? Or not? So arm coming there, elbow there. So if we imagine that it's gone like that, yeah, that could possibly work. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe it doesn't need to be a little bit longer. About there-ish. And not quite so small on the second hand. Yeah. Are we doing parallel lines there? No, see, that's not parallel, is it? See, that would suggest that this needs to come in a bit more, but then if it comes in a bit more, it looks weird. I think I'm kind of happy with that one. What do you think? Yeah, maybe. Right, so next thing then. Oh, we shouldn't have done that. Let's go for face. Right, so she is going to be looking in that direction. The way you divide up a face is thirds, like so. That bit tends to be nose. In there you'd have mouth. Across there are the eyes. Actually, forehead's a little bit small. That's probably a bit more like it. Cheekbones there. Chin. Now I want her to have big eyes. I know this is looking really weird right now, isn't it? Kind of a Roman nose, I think. Almost a beak. I want to see some part of the cheek on the other side. And a strong, yet feminine jaw, and to see some of the neck to go into the décolletage. I think maybe the eyes are too high, actually. I think maybe the eyebrows would be more there-ish, and the eyes possibly there. That's better. That's more like it. She's got a bit of a Frida Kahlo kind of eyebrow situation there, but that's quite alright. I'm gonna do like the darkened triangles eyes. Let's get rid of those brows there a second because they're slightly distracting. But yeah, that's definitely the kind of situation we want. Now that's the side of her face there. So if she was wearing like an Iron Man mask, it would be kind of like that. Ears approximately there, but we're not going to see her ears. I'm only drawing them in just to work out how her hair and stuff would work. I want her almost in like a Dita Von Teese, Betty Page kind of dipped fringe, dipped at the front. And I can almost imagine like some kind of victory rolls in her hair. I'm not quite sure how to draw victory rolls in hair. Sort of like that. We'll come back to that maybe. I'm definitely thinking victory rolls though. Yeah, I'll have to come back to that. But that's pretty much the layout of her face anyway. And then I'm not sure whether she'd have to have some kind of flowing hair. No, is that going the wrong direction? Or would the hair be going down as well? Or like that? I don't want it to get in the way of the arms, see? Bigger brush, please. Yeah. Not sure about that. And then, should we do her hips? Right, so we've got a little bit of belly going on there. A little bit of coochie patootie there. Ooh. Just got something going on there. Got some love handles. And then I definitely want to come up a bit more. So that's like the top of her legs almost. And then super cute little ass cheeks. Oh god, I can't do it like this. See, there's going to be the top of where her like scales turn into a skin. So I'm wondering whether, you know, normally they have like, you know, fish, woman, whether actually fish ends a bit further down. So she'll have scales like coming up this way. And then they just sort of end there, and then like if legs fuse together at some point. Yeah, that could work. And then tail, it's gotta be, because this is like Russian. It'll be like she's on some kind of plinth or something. Oh, she looks like she's on the front of a car. That's what it is. It's a mermaid on the front of a car. Right. That's enough of that one for this evening. You may take a closer look there. And with that, I should bid you good night. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.